Hey, what's going on devs? Welcome back to WebDev channel. In today's episode, we're gonna create from scratch, really step by step, this amazing login form validation, okay? Let me show you here. You put the user, the right password, click login, and yeah, as you can see it works, okay? Allow me to put another one, this time the wrong one. Let's say Python, I like it, but I'm going to use this example here. At bot.com, let's have in password, and it does work. So let's start this project right now, okay? Hey, if you're new here and you want to increase your web dev skills, subscribe and also click that little bell down below so you don't miss anything. Alright dev, let's start from scratch, okay? For step 1, as you see, we have just a picture. And so let's create our files structure, okay? First of all, our markup, index.html. Let's click here and have one more. Style.css, our presentation layer. And last but not least, let's have our app.js, okay? Okay, let's just close this for now, okay, and let's focus on our markup, okay? Hit exclamation tab, and you have our boilerplate. Tab a couple of more times, and we go to our title. And here the title, let's say something like login form validation, okay? This is the name of our project, all right? One more thing we need here is gonna be a link pointing to our external CSS file, okay? And the same here, down here to our app.js, all right? And you see the head tag, we need something else, okay? We need a CDN link from Font Awesome, okay? This one is gonna allow us to have some icons on our project, okay? Actually, we're gonna have two, one for user and another one as a lock, okay? And the input for password. Down in the body, let's create our main div, the one that's gonna wrap around everything. And inside this one, let's create our form, okay? Later on, we're gonna have some classes and actions here, all right? Let's have a couple of things here in the form. First of all, let's have a login, okay? H1 title, telling the people that, yeah, this is the login page, okay? And under this one, let's have the user input. I'm commenting this out so it's easier for you to know. And let's have another div with the class of user name, okay? And inside this one, let's have our input itself, okay? The type here is gonna be a text. Let's have also a placeholder, say enter username, so the user knows that's the place to put his username. And ID is going to be username. You're going to use that one in JavaScript, okay? Under this one, now we're going to use Font Awesome icons, okay? This one, the envelope, all right? And now we have our main way of working, okay? We have our code on the right, and we see our creation on the left, okay? As you can see, it's quite simple. Now let's have our password input. This is a very, very simple project to do, but it's gonna teach you a lot of nice things, okay? And you can add to your portfolio. And in here, let's have a main div. And inside it, let's have our input. And the type is gonna be, of course, password, okay? Let's also have a placeholder, like the first one. Say enter password, all right? And now we're missing the icon for Font Awesome. Let's have it here. i.fasfa lock open. As you can see, we have it, okay? Right now they are side by side, but we are gonna put them inside. As I told you, it's an easy to follow tutorial, okay? And it's gonna teach you a lot of nice stuff. And now let's create a button, okay? This is a special button. Button ID is going to be btn, type is going to be submit, and this is going to also have a on-click attribute, okay? this is gonna fire when we click over it, okay? On click equals validate. We're gonna be creating that function using JavaScript, okay? And for the text here, let's say login. And as you can see, we have a login page with no style at all. We cannot deny we have an ugly login page, okay? So let's start change that, okay? Let's start here with Montserrat or something like that. And let's change the font, okay? Let me just copy this one and paste in here, okay? We are importing from Google Fonts. And one more thing we're gonna do here is gonna be our CSS Reset, okay? So our login page is gonna be the same across different browsers. Page 0, padding also 0, and box sizing is gonna be body box, alright? Once we took care of that, now let's go to the box, okay, the form itself. The body range is gonna be 20 pixels, width is gonna be 300 pixels, and let's also have a pad of 30 pixels all the way around. I know we are styling something that we cannot see. If you cannot see, you cannot style. So for now, let me add this border, okay? And you can see what we are doing, okay? That's the best way of doing. You learn by doing, and you have to see, okay? So background color here is gonna be black, okay? And the transparency here .4, okay? Right now it's not that beautiful, but after we put some image in the back, it's gonna be nice, okay? And one more thing here, let's apply some shadow, okay? 1 pixel offset, 2 pixels blur, and let's pick a yellow color, okay? FFC 400, and yeah, we have this nice effect here, okay? The display is gonna be flex, and just put things side by side horizontally. We don't want that. Let's change to flex selection column. It starts taking shape. Now let's grab the main container, okay? And we want to put our content in the center. Let me grab again our border to see what we're doing, okay? Display is gonna be flex. The height, let's say 100 VH. Now let's use align item center, okay? Along the cross axis and put that right in the middle, okay? And justify content center along the cross axis, the main axis, horizontally, okay? And now we can get rid of this one, all right? As I told you, we're gonna have a background here in the back. So let's start by grabbing the body, all right? And let's apply a couple of rules to it, okay? First of all, let's use the font family here, Montserrat or something like that. English is not my native language. I had to learn English to be able to learn web development, okay guys? I apologize for my strong accent. Okay, font family, and sans serif here is a fallback, okay? In case of something goes wrong. Okay, let me give a save. As you can see, we have already another font. Let's also have a background here. I pick one. There's a link down below. You can download this, or you can go to any website and pick another one, okay? URL img bg5, okay? And we have this nice background. There is some yellow here. There is some wood, and I like that one. But we have another idea. I want to give focus to our login page. So in order to do that, let's apply a linear gradient over this, okay? So linear gradient here, RGBA. Let's pick the black color in my case. Feel free to pick one you like the most, okay? And if you want, you can show us your project, okay? And now let's copy this one. Looks like my mouse is not helping, okay? It looks like I have to buy another one. Okay, I just copied this one. Let me just paste it, okay? After this comma, okay? And nothing changed. We have no background. Why? Because after that, we need to have a comma. Let's have a comma here after the linear gradient and save. And yeah, it's here. That's why it is so easy to have a typo, okay? 99% of the time, the mistakes are typos. Okay, and let's continue here in the body. We want also apply some rules to this picture under this one. Let me give one space so you can see. The background size, we want that to be cover, okay? So you can see the whole thing. And the next step here is gonna be background position. Okay, this one is very important. We wanna see the center of the picture. Okay, so background position is gonna be center. Okay, let me show you. Styling from top to bottom. Now we use H1. Okay, so let me just copy this one. Dot box H1, our title login. All right, and let's set a couple of rules here. First of all, the color is gonna be white as it fits the project. Text transform is gonna be uppercase. Font weight, let's use 700. All right, and let's now put that in the center. Okay, in order to do that, let's use something like align self-center, and yeah, done. The login title is beautiful, is okay, but the import is not, okay? So let's work on that, both inputs. So dot box import type text, and you'll know we have two, one text and another one password. Let's duplicate this line of code, and here let's grab the password. Okay, let's have a comma here. And let's start, change the font size to 20 pixels, much better. Border 0, no border at all. Background also none. The display here is gonna be to the block level again. Margin 20 pixels auto. And starting looking beautiful. Yeah, I mean, like it. And text align is gonna be center like the rest of the project. Let's apply some border, 3 pixels, solid, and a bluish color. Okay. We will change that with some padding. Okay. 14 pixels top and bottom, and 10 pixels left and right. It's much bigger now. The width is gonna be 220 pixels. And another thing we wanna do is make it to get rid of these outlines, these ugly outlines. Okay, yeah, done. And now let's make the corners round. Okay, the color is gonna be white. Border radius 24 pixels, make it round at the corners. And yeah, one last thing here, let's apply a transition. All 2 seconds is in. This is a JavaScript project, but I wanna add some effect here, okay? Some hover effect, okay, on focus. We're gonna change 2 things. The width, we're gonna increase it, and also the border color, okay? The width is gonna grow to 250 pixels, and the border color is gonna be, guess what? Yellow, okay? So allow me to show you. I click here and it becomes bigger. Okay, let me type something here. Web dev and have our password, and yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, our project's okay until now, but as you notice, our icons, they are in the wrong place. Okay, we have a task put inside the input. How are we gonna do that? You have an idea? All right, first of all, let's grab the divs and give it a position relative, because both icons are gonna be absolute. Okay, absolute to it. So position here absolute, and now we can use left and right. Okay, left 45 pixels. Okay, top 40 pixels. Yeah, looks like it's not in the right place yet. Let's change the color here to see better. Let's give it a white color RGB 226 3 times, and you have a white color. And now let's change by triangle. Okay, 40 pixels, no. 30 pixels, no. 20 pixels, and yeah, nice, we just did it. We just put the icons into the inputs. It's still going from top to the bottom. Let's deal with this button. Is this a button? Yeah, it is. A ugly one, but it is. So let's start by getting rid of the body, with body 0. The background here is gonna be none. Display is gonna be on the block level. Okay. The margin, let's give a 20 pixels in auto. Okay, text align, like everything else here, is gonna be center, and we will also want it here to have a border 3 pixels solid, and guess the color. Yep, a yellow color. Okay, it's too small right now. Let's change that. Okay, with padding 40 pixels top and bottom and 35 pixels left and right. It's bigger, but it looks like it doesn't fit the project square. The font size is gonna be 18 pixels. The color, let's make it easier to read, it's gonna be white. Okay, much better, white on yellow. And body radius, let's make it fit the project. Okay, it's round like everything else here. Okay, and let's apply a transition. All the 2 seconds easy in out. Okay, and our button is almost done. All right, so one last thing for our button. Okay, our hover effect. So button hover, and here we want to change the background color. All right, let's pick a yellow color, and allow me to show you. Yeah, we have those inputs, and now also this nice hover effect. Now in the realm of JavaScript, where all the magic happens. Okay, so let's start create this function. Okay, the validate. Let's grab the username, the inputs here, the value, or wherever the user types. Okay, so document dot get element by ID, and let's save that into a variable called username. Okay, let's do the same thing for the password. Let me give more space. All right, let's create the variable, and let's get a reference to our password. Okay, and after this one, let's use the method dot value. Okay, so this value is wherever the user types in. All right, simple like that. All right, this is done. So whatever he types, we know. Okay, we grab this. Now let's have a if statement here. Okay, if username is equal to web dev or wherever you have on your database somewhere, and password is equal to learning, something is gonna happen. If this is true, what's gonna happen? We, in this case, is just gonna have a alert saying login successfully, but you can send to another page. There is a huge potential. You can do whatever you want, okay? But sometimes the login and password is wrong, so you have this else, okay? In this case, we are just show the alert login failed. So that's it, guys. We finished. I really hope you like it. If you like it, you know what to do. Subscribe and also click that little bell down below so you don't miss anything. Bye bye.